I live on a little farm in Northern California where I'm responsible for various critical farm chores. There are so many precious, pampered Maltese out there. I'm trying to show the world the working side of my breed. Everyone knows about the cute, loving, flirtatious side of the Maltese breed, but you never see or hear about the hard-working Maltese who quietly, well, sometimes, go about their daily chores helping humans. I am here to change that. Let me tell you a bit about myself. I was born sometime in September of 2012, but I don't remember too much about my early days. I know I lived with children, but when they moved, they rejected me. My happy life actually began when I arrived at Lashley Farm in March of 2013. That's when I started my job as a farm dog. Mom says I'm very important because I am responsible for keeping track of all my adult people, the teenagers who visit often, my canine brothers and sisters, one confident kitty brother, and all the other farm animals. Keeping everyone in their place can be exhausting, but I'm full of energy, so I can handle it. My most important job is to help Mom. You see, she fosters other Maltese dogs for AMAR. I am responsible for making sure they are happy and calm while they look for their forever homes. She said she couldn't do it without me. I have even become the official spokesdog for the American Maltese Association Rescue, and that's a big responsibility. I myself am a foster faith. I came to Lashley Farm as a rescue dog myself, so I know what it feels like to feel abandoned and deserted. I proved my worth as an intern, and Mom decided I could stay. I am the happiest dog in the world. My work is not done alone. I am part of a team. My Lhasa Cross brother Webster is old, so he can't do so much work anymore. Then there's my sister Bubbles the Golden Retriever. Sometimes she's too big to help Maltese, so my youngest sister Kelly the Maltipoo is my main helper. We have the confident cat, Bobby Kid. He's here to see if foster dogs get along with felines. I am also an advocate for canine vehicle safety, PTSD understanding, anti-service dog fraud, and just plain smile. So, follow me on Facebook where you can sit back, relax, and enjoy my life as a Maltese farm dog. I'm here to make you smile. By the way, we are celebrating today because exactly 2 years ago today, May 23rd, Mom made it official that I was going to stay on the farm. Yep, today is my gotcha day. May we have Noelle in the room. In early December of 2014, Noelle was abandoned in the dumpster of a parking garage. AMA Rescue was called and responded to pick her up. She was completely emaciated, traumatized, and had shut down. At that point, she even refused to eat or drink. Her foster mom was able to get small amounts of food and water into her by syringe. After 2.5 weeks, Noelle finally took her first bites on her own. She was finally on the path to recovery. What started as a 4-pound, scared, and unresponsive dog has now grown into a nearly 6-pound, happy, loving, and beautiful girl. Noelle is wonderfully healthy now. Her severe dental needs have been addressed. Since she is approximately 16 years old and completely blind, Noelle will remain with her foster mom for the rest of her life, where she is safe and very much loved.
I know.
May we have Daisy in the room. Daisy came to AMIAR in March of 2014 with a group of 7 Maltese, all seniors in poor medical condition, being surrendered by a breeding facility. Daisy was found to have masses in her mouth and jaw. Surgery was performed and the tumors were successfully removed, although unfortunately she lost every one of her teeth in the process. After she recovered, she was adopted by a wonderful woman in Northern California who also adopted sweet little Apple from us about 4 months later. Unfortunately, their new adoptive mommy was diagnosed with a very serious illness, and both Daisy and Apple had to come back to AMAR. Our thoughts and prayers are constantly with our friend who is still undergoing treatment. Daisy came home to foster mommy Debbie, where she immediately settled back in, as this was her home prior to being adopted. Although Daisy is available to be adopted, it will need to be a very special home, as Daisy is easily traumatized by changes in her routine and becomes very unhappy with separation anxiety. She will need a home where she will not be left alone and has the ability to stay near to her new person for the security she needs. She is a quiet, well-mannered, and wonderful travel companion. Daisy is just about as perfect as she can be, as long as her person is there with her. May we have Maya into the ring. Four years ago, I was on Facebook and a post popped up on the news feed. A woman was complaining about her dog. I did not know this woman, but she posted she was going to put her dog down that day because she thought her to be untrainable, and they were leaving the next day to spend the summer in Spain and would not want to take the dog. I sent her a message with my number and told her I would come get her dog as soon as possible, sight unseen. I had no idea what I was getting into, but knew this dog needed help. When she called me back, I was at her home in 15 minutes. She walked out to my car with a little white matted ball of fur. The dog was full of urine and feces. She handed her over to me, told me her name was Maya, and that she was a Maltese. The dog had been living in isolation in the basement. Maya was not a happy dog, actually depressed. I got her home and shaved her down and got her cleaned up. She was never housebroken and could not climb stairs. I knew nothing about Maltese, so I searched the web to find information on how I could help this poor little girl. I found the AMA website with information about the breed and a link to the AMAR site. I also found the Spoiled Maltese forum, and the members there were very helpful in getting their and they were very helpful in getting me acquainted with all things Maltese. Still, Maya was very sad and afraid. She would not come near us and just sat in the corner staring at the wall for days. My heart just broke. I did not know how to get through to this little dog. AMAR gave me lots of advice. One thing I was told to do was to groom her every day. This is what broke the ice with Maya and brought her out of her darkness. The more I told Maya how beautiful she was, the more she was able to open up and let me in. Then one night, she finally came into bed with us and has been there ever since. Since then, Maya and I have been soulmates. We are inseparable, and she is my heart dog. Maya went to obedience school and graduated top of her class. Maya is a therapy dog and visits hospitals and nursing homes. She loves going to dog shows and is so happy to finally be able to walk around the ring. She loves anyone who tells her how pretty she is. She helps me with the foster dogs that come through our home. When they are scared and unsure, she comforts them and teaches them how to play. I could not do it without Maya's help. It is because of Maya that I have fallen in love with the Maltese breed. I went to help a creature that was neglected and abused, and I am the one who was rescued. I cannot imagine a world without Maya in it. She really was a diamond in the rough. May we have Ozzy into the ring. Ozzy is a former stud dog from a breeder who was adopted 3 years ago from the Yorkshire Terrier National Rescue Group. He is now about 5 years old. He was extremely shy and skittish when he first came to us, even after being in a foster home for several months. He is still a little shy around new people, but has come a long way after finding his forever home with us. Life got even better for Ozzy when his humans moved into a house with his very own fenced-in yard. Ozzy's favorite things to do include marking his territory on every single planted vines, rolling around in the grass, and barking at the television. He also loves belly rubs and cuddling with his mom. May we have Cassie in the ring. Casablanca, or Cassie as she is known, started her life in Tallahassee, Florida, in an aluminum shed in back of someone's house. Here she stayed with 5 other fur kids, cranking out babies while the human mom stayed in her nice air-conditioned house. Some puppies turned out to not be as great a moneymaker as the person wanted. One puppy was returned due to a liver shunt and money had to be refunded. This great money-making scheme turned out to be not so profitable, so Maltese Rescue was called and 6 dogs were turned in. I fostered 1 dog and it went to a wonderful home where she continues to live the life of a spoiled Maltese. When my first foster left, it was really lonely for Humphrey Bogart, known as Bogey. Bogey was bought from a backyard breeder before I ever knew what that meant. So I took in another dog from the same pack. Cassie came to me scared of everything and everyone. She had definitely had little good contact with humans. My 3-year-old Cassie lacked any social skills with dogs and humans, and I felt like a new mom with a special needs child. Thus began our journey. It has been 5 years of constant positive reinforcement for every accomplishment. Although still a little shy, Cassie has accomplished much. She has earned her CGCA, BN, and is working on her CD. She also does agility. Though Cassie and her brother Bogey, through Cassie and her brother Bogey, many wonderful lifelong friends have been made, and I am never alone. By the way, Doggy Dad has a fixation with Casablanca, thus the dog's names of Humphrey Bogart and Casablanca. May we have Tessa into the ring. In February 2009, Milwaukee police picked up a filthy, mad, stray dog who was limping badly and turned her over to a Milwaukee area domestic animal control. After a week-long stay at MADAC, this little dog was pulled by Mary Palmer, president of North Central Maltese Rescue. Thank you, Mary. At the veterinarian, it was discovered that her leg was broken and had been broken so long that the bones had started to fuse back together improperly. So the decision was made